Today's edition of Mike Mayo's Lunchbox is brought to you by Gulfstream Park.
Hold the Mayo. It's time for Mike Mayo's Lunchbox. Find out what's being served with Mike, Defo and Lubie, the only show that covers food, sports, and the proper maintenance of your car. And now, a man who had the distinction of having an entire health clinic named in his honor, Mike Mayo.
I want the flim flam sauce with the awesome fave with shafafa on the side.
Hey, good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to another Friday Fun Day edition of Mike Mayo's Lunchbox, coming to you live from Ten Palms at Gulfstream Park in Hallandale Beach, Florida. It is a beautiful late February day.
Yeah, weather's great.
And joined, as usual, by our Friday Fun group, Jeff Defo DeForest, Tony Segreto, the legend, and Mike Lubitz, a legendary dad. It was great seeing Luca out last night. We had our happy hour at Camille's up in Oakland Park. Your review of the food and overall event.
Oh, fantastic. The event was cool. These happy hours are a lot of fun, and 5 to 7 is the perfect time, so I'm glad they changed them from 4 to 6. It's probably a little bit tougher for people who have like normal standard work hours. Nice crowd, and the food's really good. It's funny. The place has a nice feel. I don't know the elevator is the right word, but it feels nice. And I've always thought the food,
it's a combination of like a cozy neighborhood spot, but yet the food that's coming out of the kitchen.
Yeah, it's more elevated.
Chef John is elevated, and he keeps raising the
because
bar.
the pizza feels like a red sauce, which again, like I've talked about, is my
it's my style,
my go-to, right?
It's Defo.
It's our go-to from youth. All of our youth. You guys were in New York, and I grew up in the sixth borough of New York. So
Defo. What is your favorite style of pizza? And I'm going to tell you, last night hit all your notes.
You would like their pizza, Defo.
Because what's your essential thing for a pizza?
Some schlock-looking place in Flushing.
This is not
maybe
schlock,
on Sutphin Boulevard. Greasy, cheesy,
Greasy.
We call it
drippy.
slicked with oil.
And never mind that stupid undercarriage thing with Portnoy. I don't care if it's drooping or whatever it is, as long as it tastes good and it's sloppy. I like it a little sloppy.
This was a little sloppy. It comes out of the oven and it's nice and hot, and you got that lots of cheese. We get the mushroom and sausage pile all the time.
Yep.
And it's slicked with the oil so that when you fold it up,
there you go.
And I put it up to my mouth to eat, the end of the slice, and it is droopy. I don't care about flop. I mean, I don't know why this guy has a thing with flop.
I like the Sicilian pizza, but you get me that piece right there.
Yeah,
fresh out of the oven.
Heaven.
Again, I agree with Mayo.
Quality
and Devo
cheese.
said this. Like, I don't cast aspersions against other forms of pizza. I like them. It's cheese, it's sauce, and bread. But my go-to when we want to go get pizza, it's New York style pizza, and Camille's does a really good job.
And when I folded it up, and again, the little bit of the whatever you want to call it, grease or oil, starts dripping down, and you gotta like hold it over your plate because if it gets on your shirt,
it's awesome.
It could be for a steep dry cleaning bill, but you definitely do it like that.
I was in New York, and me and my son and my daughter, and we stopped and got pizza at a legendary place. I forget the name of it now, and we had it we ate it on the stoop.
Yeah, just like you're supposed to.
There you go.
It's great. It's just awesome.
Well, Camille's is a little bit more refined. They have tables. And I don't know, was Shirley trolling me because she gets out her knife and fork and starts knife and forking her pizza?
No, I told you that when the Beast did it with chicken fingers. Like, my wife is dainty. I guess I don't know if the word's dainty because she's not dainty, but she's refined. Like, she's really weird about getting her hands dirty. Like, she's not a big fan of it. So, like, chicken, that's why she probably would like chicken wings, but the whole idea of it weirds her out. So she eats things knife and fork, whether it's pizza, whether it's chicken, whatever it is, she's eating.
And I was astounded to see Burger Beast the other day, like knife and forking a chicken tender.
Yeah. Who is that?
Our friend Seth Gonzalez. He is known as the Burger Beast because he has a blog and he goes around eating every burger in sight and also chicken wings and chicken fingers, and he loves croquetas. But Defo, do you mind getting your hands dirty when you eat? Do you think there are certain things that you should be eating with your hands?
100%. Yeah. I told you, one of my greatest restaurant experiences was when I was working at the Dharma Grab restaurant, Moroccan place in L.A. and they didn't put any silverware out. You would literally, I mean, that's the way they eat it in the Middle East. They eat with their fingers, and you would see like Raquel Welch at a table with several big time Hollywood producers, and they're all pulling a chicken apart, grease all over with their hands. And once in a while, somebody would ask for a fork and knife, and the owner is a guy named Pierre Dupar. He owned several successful restaurants, including 2 big ones in San Francisco. And he would come out and pitch a French fit when the people would ask for silverware and say, you are ruining this experience. I mean, he would literally go crazy. and you were talking to like the elite of the elite of the Hollywood famous people that were coming into this place. And the people really dug it, though. I mean, you would see them leaving with grease all over their faces. It was fantastic.
I think sometimes food, it's essential to get down and dirty and be at one with your food. Now, I was going to ask, because I know they mentioned that at one point, O.J. Simpson came in there. Did he ask for a knife?
Fortunately, no, because I told the story many times. We had to chase him into the parking lot to get a better tip, because he stiffed us pretty badly. I think he left 5 on like 150, which that was a big bill back in that day.
Was this when he was in college or already
No, he was already like a star.
Hollywood star.
Yeah, he'd already been a pro. He was retired, I guess, back then. And
it was a big deal.
Yeah, and it was unfortunate. There were a few. I mean, it's funny that I remember very generous people, but you always remember the cheap tippers.
It's 100%.
If they were famous. I mean, there were several. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar was not particularly generous. A few others. I don't want to name names because it's almost like I'm in front of a congressional committee here. I'm waiting for Melania's testimony. Let's put it that way. Yeah.
I mean, it's the let's eat effect, where the negative seems to outweigh the positive. Like in poker or horse racing, you remember your bad beats.
Oh, yeah.
When you're a waiter, you remember your lousy tippers.
Oh, yeah.
And when, going to a restaurant, you could go to a place, 20 times. You have great experience 19 times, and it's the 20th time that you go flaming a place on the social media. But
there was no social media back then. Thank
God.
It saved a lot of people's reputation, I can assure you.
Indeed.
You cheap bastard. Is by the way.
So we're at Ten Palms. It's going to be a big weekend out here. We've got tomorrow the Fountain of Youth Stakes, which is a major stepping stone to the Florida Derby and the Triple Crown races. It's a full field of 10 that's going postward. And besides that, it's the return of the Taste at the Track events tomorrow. Also, starting at noon from 12 to 4, it's going to be bourbon and barbecue. And I am going to be cutting dry February short by a day. You've heard of leap years? I'm saying this is an unleap year. I'm saying today is the last day of February, the 27th. And then tomorrow I'm going to break out of my sobriety shell. It's been a really tough month for me. My body is rebelling.
Has it really?
Yeah, it has. It's actually, I've had various infirmities this month that have never happened before. And I just think, well, I don't want to get into too much detail because people are eating their lunch. But no, I had my attack of gout that I hadn't had in a long time. And this was after, usually it's alcohol triggers gout. And this was when I was sober. So my body, I hate to say it needs anything, but it's happier.
I got frustrated. Yeah.
And Defo, have you ever done a dry month?
Yeah, I mean, I've gone, I don't know, maybe 2-3 days without drinking. Does that constitute a month for most people? I don't know. What is the point? I mean, look, it's a short trip.
If you have an issue, that's a different story. You can handle it and live your life. I mean,
the point is this, I guess, number one, I was on some medication that they told me explicitly not to drink because it was taxing on the liver. Number two, I just think every once in a while, it's good to have a little detox just to show if you can do it, a little bit of discipline. And number two, the liver apparently is one of the organs that really does detox. And when you kind of go for a month without putting any kind of major stresses on it, it repairs itself. Now, I also withheld from some of my other medicines, the medical, the gummies and stuff like that. And
that's a big mistake.
Sobriety is overrated, especially in this day and age. So,
well, I was a drinker. I mean, I could really pound it.
Yes.
And I'm not a drunk, but hold my liquor and this.
Well, be honest. Did you ever you would go to dinner in between the 6 and 11 newscasts? Would you have maybe a cocktail in between? All right. Was that specifically
the 70s and
against
the 80s.
The bylaws, or how did it work? You got to basically just control yourself.
In the business, no.
I would go to this I can't think of the name of it right now. And Johnny Malloy, this guy Johnny Malloy, the famous bartender, would make me a martini, and I'd have it, and I'd stop right there.
Yeah, one is the correct number if you're going on a TV.
So,
I mean, did you again? And it's not to cast any aspersions. Did you watch any coach's show? and not picking on. We love Dennis Erickson, so not picking on him. But any coach's show, even Bobby, I think, had a little bit of a smile whenever he did any of those shows. Like broadcasting and having a good time.
Well,
go hand it. They just do. Like, look, you have to be able to handle yourself. You have to be able to control yourself. But again, when you're out at a restaurant and stuff, that's sort of a part. Again, when we go to restaurants, they'll bring us drinks. Like, that's sort of a part of the game. It's on you to be able to handle yourself. So I don't know where they would like. No one ever gave us rules on stuff like that. Like, it was just on us. If we can handle ourselves, cool. You're an adult. If you can't, you can't.
I would just say it's a good thing back in the day they didn't have breathalyzer tests for some of
that's also true as well, yes.
And also in newsrooms that I've been in.
Yeah.
I remember back in the day when I first started the Boston Globe, like it seemed like every copy editor kept a flask.
Yeah, no, they have it in their thing.
In their drawers, yeah. So
Jimmy used
those were the dates.
Jimmy used to come to the show with
the Heineken, right? Wasn't that like his thing?
Yeah.
Oh, Jim Mandich?
No,
Jim
Johnson. Jimmy Johnson.
Oh, Jimmy Johnson.
He's notorious for that. Like
he loved his green lizards. Yeah, that was.
He has them.
Yep, that's it. Well, now he's fully retired. He's not on the Fox.
He is.
Broadcast.
He is living the dream.
It is. We're living the dream here too. Although I'm giving out bad tips. Sorry, Defo. Will you
lose my number?
You know, that's the worst thing when you run into somebody that you know coming into the track and they said, "Oh, we like this horse today." Her husband is associated with a barn, and they liked him, and he went off at 3-1, and I mailed it in, and he broke last and didn't do much better after that. So
you still running?
He's still running.
He actually finished third, but that did me no good because we had win and place tickets. The story of my life. Have you been hitting them any good? Did you go out last weekend and swing?
You know, I got over a little bit of the cold spell. Interesting story though, related to the Fountain of Youth. I've told this to Lubie a few times on the air. I was doing a live television broadcast on the original Sunshine Network of the Fountain of Youth. It was their first ever endeavor into live thoroughbred racing here at Gulfstream Park. And I'm on the set, and I'm attached to like a bunch of equipment. Tony can relate to this. So, you're pretty restricted in what movement you can make. And the trainer, Angel Medina, I don't know if you guys remember Angel Medina.
Funky
Gold
Medina,
Medina, as Todd Schrupp labeled him. Comes by, and I'm on a break during a live television show. And he tells me, I love my horse in this next race. It was the race before the Fountain of Youth. So I'm looking on the board there, and it's like Medina. He's pretty good at putting over these bombs. His horse is like 50 or something to 1.
Oh, wow.
So I'm thinking, how do I get down on this? I couldn't explain it to the stage manager that I needed to make a bet. And so I said, hey, you know what would be really cool? Why don't you give me a wireless mic, and I'll show the people how to make a bet live on the air. So they give me a wireless mic, and I go up to the window, and I make a bet on Medina's horse, and sure enough, he won. Otherwise, I had no chance of getting any money down on this thing. And the horse paid like $114 or something, and it made my day, and I could have cared less what happened in the Fountain of Youth after that.
You were a pioneer, because this is before the days of internet streaming and live streaming, because basically what you do is what a lot of these streamers do now.
And you know, you didn't have what you said, because
the live transmissions.
Yeah.
Well, but Defo, he found a way. So
yes, I love that.
A true pioneer.
I still remember doing it. It's funny. Every time I come here, I think about that incident.
Do you have any 50-1 shots for us tomorrow?
Yeah.
I wish. I don't know. But
I can't even get a 3-1 shot home. That's how I'm running.
You can't even get a 2-1 shot.
I've been hitting, but I haven't been hitting anything substantial.
Yeah.
So I think I'm ready to break through.
I am not even. Well, you know what? I hit 4 out of 5 on a pick 5 the other week, and that doesn't get you anything, and not even a cup of coffee. Although, got a nice cup of coffee here at 10 Palms today, and in front of us, what do we have, Lubie? What we went light tonight.
Yeah. Defo's coming over off a cold.
We're on the salads.
Tony's a healthy
Tony
eater.
and I had the Great Greek salad.
You have your things that we won't mention again because Brian's already kept track of how many times you mentioned your things. We love the rigatoni alla vodka. They do a really nice job with some blackened shrimp, and then sushi. They do somebody said that sushi looks amazing. Yeah, they do a really good. And I don't mean to demean them. It's just when you hear about track food, quote unquote, that's why we love showing the wares here at Ten Palms, because it's not the track food that you guys described from yesteryear or some of the other places I've been to. The track food is not like
they
this.
have very capable sushi chefs.
sushi's
here,
really
a
good.
nice program. And I got a spicy tuna roll. I just felt like having a little protein.
I'll go get soy sauce.
And it's funny. Okay, so Shirley again, we go at it because she was trying to trigger me last night. Besides having the pizza with her knife and fork, she automatically goes at me about my take that I put on the group a couple of weeks ago about how I don't like all these big fancy rolls stuffed with 20 things, and I particularly despise any sushi roll that has cream cheese
in it. Oh my God, I can't stand it.
No, but Shirley loves
My
it.
wife loves it.
And
she'll add it. She'll get rolls that are good level rolls. And again, she's a quality eater. She's actually a much more elevated eater than I am, and she loves sushi. And again, she doesn't do it to every roll. We don't have cream cheese in every roll, but she does love cream cheese in sushi rolls. And I've said, I'm like, you understand? Then all you're doing is tasting cream cheese. Like, you don't taste anything else. It just overtakes the entire roll.
Yes, it does.
And this is a nice roll because it's a little nice
simple.
piece of tuna that has some avocado, and I'm thinking it with my fingers. It's another instance of our hand foods here, so don't touch that one, Defo. But it's got some. It looks like cucumber or avocado, and then a nice little dollop of the spicy mayonnaise on top, an inside-out roll with some black sesame seeds, and it's simple. It's got like basically 2 ingredients on the inside, and then a little dollop of spicy mayo. But when you start seeing these like dragon rolls and
which we get here, and they do a really nice job with it. But yes, it's not as simplistic.
When I we go get sushi list about every Saturday night.
Oh, nice.
And I get my the sashimi.
The sashimi is
nice.
just plain fish. Yeah.
And then I get a dynamite roll, and I call it a night.
Nice.
Can you care to share what the name of the restaurant?
Saab.
Zob.
Zob.
Oh, Zob. Yeah, I've heard of it in Davie.
It's really good.
Okay.
It's
on University or
no? It's on grip off of Pine Island.
Pine Island. Okay. Zob Thai Sushi. I've heard of that. I've seen it on the group.
Nice.
Defo, are you a sushi fan or?
I like it. I got hooked a long time ago when I was in LA also on Japanese stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And they were big with salmon. They were real big with salmon. Sushi wasn't really all that popular back then. This was 70s, so you didn't see it as frequently. But, I mean, I don't go out of my way to get it. But when I have it, I enjoy it. Kaizen, of course, top notch. How can you complain?
He's great.
And it's nice to see that people really enjoy this. I'm a sushi roll fan. I don't know if I totally agree with your cream cheese stance, but I could live without it. I mean, it's sort of cream cheese on a bagel, great.
Yeah.
On an English muffin in the morning with some jelly,
I
great.
can see people saying, okay, with the salmon and a cream cheese.
Yeah, the
it reminds you
JB roll.
Of the bagels
it's called literally a Jewish bagel roll.
Right.
It's literally what it's called.
That's
okay. Fine.
It started with that, but then some people started putting cream cheese in everything, especially some of these like Peruvian sushi places down here, and they kind of mix and match all the different.
And I'm not as anti as you are. I think it tastes fine. I just think it does. If you supposedly really like sushi, to me, the prevailing flavor then is cream cheese. Like, again, it's why if you do mayonnaise or mustard to me on things, I do it light because they also tend to take over the item.
Let the fish shine. That's what I said.
Especially when they do a good job. Yeah. Again, get your cream cheese. You eat it however you want. But to me, then you're whatever about sushi. Then
it's overrated.
Yeah. Oh well. Okay.
I love cream cheese. Don't get me wrong. Again, on a bagel,
give it to me on a bagel.
Lather it on. But in the sushi, again, and I'm not
muffin,
slamming you. I just it's like okay.
Underrated would be the cream cheese omelet, which I like.
Oh, my dad's great at that.
And you know what?
I never had that.
My dad makes a nice one.
Here's what I like. Yeah, cream cheese and chive omelet.
Cream cheese and chive together.
Like, either way, but it's not common. But I've made several of them, and I really like it.
Yeah,
well, nice Val folds in cream cheese into the actual egg.
My dad does that. Cream cheese and eggs. My dad calls it. Yep.
And it gives it a nice creaminess.
Yes. It's a nice flavor. Yep.
It's
again, cream cheese is wonderful, and it's fine on sushi. It just to me then it overwhelms it. That's my only
speaking of cream cheese, what do you prefer? Like the block hard of the Philadelphia brand cream cheese, or the spreadable Tem tea in the pink whipped container?
I used to be solid on the block hard, but lately, I don't know if it's because of dental necessities, but no, I mean, there's no way you're going to go wrong with cream cheese. But lately, I buy the whipped variety.
I buy the whipped
Yeah.
Tennessee, and
mom
that's what I
loves
grew up
Tennessee.
with. And
I'm
it
weird
spreads
about
so easy,
Tennessee.
and you don't have to use as much. Sometimes with the block, you chuck a block, and then you
Doesn't
like
get stuck.
try to spread it, and that doesn't spread as
Yep.
evenly. And then you got to get another
It's
block.
stuck.
Yeah.
Yep.
Next thing you know, your cholesterol is 250.
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
That's not a good thing.
Yeah.
So tomorrow the bourbon and barbecue event.
Yeah, right here.
It'll be right here upstairs on the 3rd floor, and I think we're going to be getting a preview from a special guest after
Nice.
the first break.
He shall be here about
hopefully-
1:45.
Okay, good. But there are some tickets still available, and again,
Nice.
there's VIP that gets you in the door at 12 o'clock. The first hour there'll be some premium pours of bourbons, and then the general admission is from 1 o'clock to 4 o'clock. Great spread of food, great spread of cocktails, libations. Bourbon is the featured attraction tomorrow, and I'm all about the brown liquors, especially when I'm on a losing streak. And you go online to gulfstreampark.com, and you'll find the events tab, and it'll just pop up, and you could just get your tickets. And I believe it's, what is it, 105.85?
I think it's 105.85. But again, this
105.85.
gentleman will help us out. But I think it's 105.85.
It's a great deal, and remember, it's a big day of racing. I think there's about like 6 or 7 stakes races on a 14 race card tomorrow. First post tomorrow, 11:30 a.m. Defo, what are the odds that I'm tapped out by 3 o'clock?
Strong the way
About 2 to
your
1.
tips are working out.
2-1, Defo.
Yeah.
I would make it 3 to 5.
Yeah.
Well, I guess I'll be preoccupied with the eating and drinking for the first part of the day, and then I'll go into
Maybe
the
you'll get
heavy
drunk
game.
enough to hit a winner.
Yeah, yeah, by accident.
That's about the
Exactly.
only way. That, maybe a blindfold and a dartboard also. So, hey, why don't we take the first break? And before we do, I got to just sing some praises to our friends at Tropical Acres.
Oh, yeah.
It is the end of the week, and there's nothing finer at the end of the week to reward yourself by going into Tropical Acres and hitting the bar for happy hour, 4:30 to 6:30. They got some great deals, 50% off everything in the bar when it comes to the top shelf liquors and everything. I get my Belvedere martinis. You can't beat it for like $8, $8.50, and it's a great steal of a deal. They have good light bites in the bar for happy hour. Then you could just stroll on into the dining room and get some of their signature classics like the prime rib. You won't find any better at a better value in town. Filet mignon, rack of lamb. They have great seafood, broiled scallops. Soon after Mother's Day, they're going to be getting back into the twin lobster special, which is, can't wait for that. And then speaking of Mother's Day, you can make your reservations now. It's never too early to book for that day. I believe it's going to be Sunday, May 10th this year. Give them a call at 954-989-2500. That's the only way to make a reservation at Tropical Acres, the old school way, because they, like Tony Segreto, are old school all the way.
Yes, sir.
They're open every day but Sunday. And they have been in business for 77 years, which is
It's an awesome
older
place.
than, I think, everybody at this table.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes,
It is.
so-
it definitively is.
That's one of the few things that's older
Yeah.
than everybody at this
Than me.
table.
Yeah.
I'm the oldest in this
You are-
crowd.
He's
By
the
a lot.
senior.
Elder
That's
of the
why
bunch.
he is the
That's-
dean, the legend.
You are the dean. Yeah.
All right, let's take the first break. We'll come back. We'll talk more about the upcoming weekend and some other food topics on the Lunchbox after this. A tradition for South Florida sports fans for more than 30 years, Shenanigans. It's at 1300 South Federal Highway in Dania Beach, the place to go for all your favorite teams and events and food that's not your ordinary sports bar fare. Award-winning wings, burgers, fresh fish, and more, TV screens galore, and all-day happy hour specials. The kitchen and bar are open into the wee hours, perfect for late-night bites and very close to the airport. For playoff action, football season, and a good time anytime, Shenanigans. Looking for inspired comfort food in a cozy setting? Blue Collar in Miami is the place to go. Located at 6789 Biscayne Boulevard, it moved to bigger digs a year ago, now has full liquor, and still features all your old favorites from chef owner Danny Surfer. Fantastic burgers, the braise of the day, and the city's best key lime pie. And drink specials every day. Open daily with weekend brunch. For reservations and information, go to bluecollarmiami.com.
Hey Lunchbox fans, is it time to sell your business? You've poured your heart and soul into your restaurant or business, and you want to see continue the legacy you have built. Transworld can help. Call me, Andy Cagnetta, at Transworld Business Advisors right now and see if it's time for you to retire and relax. Iconic brands like the Mai Kai, Mulligans, Carlos and Pepe's, Mangoes, and many more turn to Transworld to help sell. Contact Transworld on Facebook or call 954-772-1122 or visit tworld.com. Again, that's 954-772-1122 or tworld.com.
When I'm looking for some wicked good food for a wicked good lunch, there's only one place to go. That's Wicked Cheesesteaks in Fort Lauderdale. It's at 4824 North Federal Highway, just south of Commercial Boulevard and across from Holy Cross Hospital. My friend Brian there, he will hook you up with some really tasty treats. They've got cheesesteaks, just like the best you can find in Philly, along with lobster rolls, because that's where he's from, Maine originally. And they have wings and pizza and everything you want to have a really good time. Wicked Cheesesteaks. They're open every day but Tuesday. Check them out online, wickedcheesesteaks.com. Tell them the Lunchbox sent you. Guess who's back and better than ever? Juan's. For the best in classic old school Chinese cuisine, a family-run South Florida favorite since 1966. It's at 664 North Federal Highway in Fort Lauderdale, open every day but Tuesday for lunch and dinner. Chef Alex is carrying on the family tradition that started 4 generations ago. It used to be known as Christina Juan's Mandarin House, and you're going to love it as Juan's. They've got all your favorites: wonton soup, spare ribs, egg rolls, dumplings, Peking duck, and more. Combo lunch specials daily and takeout and delivery. For more information, go to their Instagram page at juans.fl. If you're looking for a great place for steaks, seafood, and more, go to Tropical Acres Steakhouse and Butcher Shop. It's at 2500 Griffin Road in Dania, just west of I-95 and the airport. They've been there a long time, since 1949. That means they're doing something right. You'll get old school hospitality from the Studiali family, along with great value, tremendous service. Of course, you could also go into the bar for happy hour every day, 4 to 6, and they have great value all night long. Also, a butcher shop that's open every day from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. except Sunday. The dining room is open every day at 4:30 except Sunday. Go to Tropical Acres. Tell them the Lunchbox sent you. All right, we're back on the Lunchbox. We are at Gulfstream Park, 10 Palms, getting ready for a big weekend of racing. Not only here tomorrow, which is the Fountain of Youth Stakes, and we're going to have our contest shortly, which will incorporate the Fountain of Youth. But Sunday, there's a big race out at Oaklawn Park, the Rebel Stakes, which is another major prep stepping stone to the Triple Crown. And so it's a nice 1-2 punch this weekend. Some good cards around the country. Looking forward to that. Defo, have you looked at the Fountain of Youth field? Do you have any opinions yet, or not really?
I didn't look at that, but I believe, does Baffert have a horse going in the Rebel?
Probably. He usually always ships something into Oaklawn.
Yeah, I don't have the Sunday entries here, but I believe my friend, a good friend of mine who has a pretty good opinion and knows Baffert extremely well, mentioned that Baffert has a horse going in some stakes this weekend. That's a live go, so it might be that race if he's got a horse in there. Well, that's a pretty vague tip, but yeah, he mentioned something about a Baffert horse to me, and I'll have to check back with him to see which one it is.
And the Fountain of Youth, it's the last and 14th race on the card tomorrow. Post time about 6:15 p.m.
How many entries?
So originally slated with a field of 11, but there was one scratch. The number 9 Global Aviator is out. So we've got a 10-horse field. It's numbers 1 through 8, and then 10 and 11. And it looks like the post-time favorite is a Brad Cox horse ridden by Irad Ortiz, Commandment, and looked pretty impressive in his starts so far. But I'm going with an undefeated horse that is stepping up to Stakes Company for the first time from the Todd Pletcher barn. Number 1 out of the one hole is Jackson Hole. Undefeated in 2 starts. He looked very impressive going 2 turns here at a mile and a 16th earlier in the meet. And it kind of that performance was one of those that kind of got my notice. And I said, you know what?
Surprised people, I think.
Not only did I circle horse for the next time he came back, and he's coming back in a big, ambitious spot. He's 8-1 in the morning line. He's ridden by John Velasquez, which is, I believe, Lubie, your favorite jockey, right?
Sure.
Because he won
Johnny V.
He won the Derby for you that year.
Yes, he did. Animal Kingdom.
And And what I like about them also is that I put a few shekels on the Kentucky Derby futures pool that ran. They run like 5 of them now, and I think this was Derby pool number 3 last weekend. And I put down 20 to win on Jackson Hole in the Kentucky Derby at odds of 55 to 1.
Oh, wow.
So
Good for you.
I am rooting for this horse to have a big performance.
Yeah, if he
on
comes
Saturday.
in, man, you're
Well, and then he'll be poised to get his points for the Derby. Do you ever do any of that future Derby bet stuff?
I don't.
Defo?
Yeah, I've gotten involved in every form of degenerate gambling. I don't believe I've ever had much success. We did hit with Barbaro, though, a long time ago. The Polyman was very good. He's the king of all futures.
He's great.
And so we were betting Barbaro all through whatever stage of betting there was, including the day of the Derby. And, of course, Barbaro came through, then met with tragedy in the Preakness Stakes, which I mean, sad for the horse, of course, but even sadder for my bankroll because we had a lot of confidence that he was going to come back and maybe even be a Triple Crown winner. But yeah, I mean, I don't dabble in it that much, but it's nice. I mean, if you catch something like that, it's great.
It's hard enough to just figure out what's right in front of you that's going to run in the next minute, as opposed
well, you don't
to
know if they're going to be in the field.
Yeah,
that's the other
Hey,
thing.
I do have one claim to fame because last year I put like I think $100 worth of future book bets down. I think it was like the similar time, like in early February. And one of the ones that I bet on was Sovereignty.
Oh, nice.
Sovereignty.
I
Yes.
put 20 to win on him. I think the problem was in that future pool, he was 8 to 1.
It's not bad.
And on the day of the race, he was 7 to 1. So I only got one tick more
Oh, jeez.
to sweat out. Will he make it? Is he going to, make the field? Is he not going to get hurt? It's a big crapshoot.
Yep.
But that's why I like kind of throwing some darts at some 40 to 1, 50 to 1 shots.
Did you ever see Secretariat run?
You know what? Not in the flesh. I was still too young, but I did watch. I remember watching that Belmont Stakes on TV, and it was breathtaking. That was some just beautiful stuff. Yeah,
He was awesome.
I was at that Belmont Stakes.
you were.
Yeah. 1973. I remember I was standing at the rail with my friend Cliff Keller by the finish line, and my friend says, "There's something out there by like a mile." And of course, I had backwheeled Secretariat, and he was running like a tremendous machine as the race
remember
call went.
Yes, and I could see you being a sham fan because that was just the horse that
you know,
always
you were
ran
just looking to
second.
beat the chalk, but
Yeah,
it was a
exactly.
great story. I mean, how are you going to bet this
Can you
horse to
believe
win?
that was over 50 years ago? Oh my God! It was
No.
1972, right? So
73.
73.
73 was
That's
all right.
crazy.
72
So
was
that's
the
still
Dolphins.
53 years ago. Yep.
73 was Secretariat and the Dolphins.
Yep.
So that's going on 53 years.
That's crazy.
53
Unbelievable.
years.
Yeah.
That is
That's
crazy. How old were you, Lubie?
I was negative 19.
Hey, continuing
Negative
on.
9. Negative
Yeah,
9. Negative 9.
Negative 9. All right. So continuing on the sports vein, let's talk a little hockey. And we're now in the home stretch. Well, like 24 games left for the Florida Panthers. So they're basically at the quarter pole, almost like a little over 25% of the season left, and they are not like Secretariat out in front by 31. They're Silky Sullivan trying to make a deep closing run. And last night, first game back after the Olympic break, and Kachuk, I don't know. I'm very conflicted. He's dead to me. But Brad Marchand, fresh off the bitter runner-up, made a nice showing last night, and 2 goals. The Panthers kicked the rear ends of the Toronto Maple Leafs, so they get going. And basically, the number, I don't know, are you following it now? Are you intrigued about whether they're even going to, get shut out of the playoffs?
I was looking at some odds. I was surprised. The odds are more favorable if they won't make it.
Right.
So maybe that's something we're taking a shot on. They have 3 teams they have to overcome
Yeah,
to
they're 8
just
teams
get to
out.
the final seed there in the wild card.
That's crazy.
I guess it's I don't know the structure of the playoffs and the way they do the wild card.
Yeah, it's weird.
One of those things I don't think I can explain completely. But
No, it's weird.
but nonetheless, I mean they have to leapfrog 3 teams
Yep.
and try and catch the Bruins. So I think they're 8 points behind.
They're 8 behind the last spot.
Yeah,
So-
I think the way it works is there's 4 different
Division people they take
divisions,
away.
2 in each conference, and that the top 3 in each division,
Yes.
6 of them make it, and then
Yes.
there's 2 wild cards
yes.
based on the number of points. So
Yes.
it's a total of 8 teams in each conference.
Yes.
And I think right now the problem for the Panthers
There's
is
not a lot of games left. That's the problem.
Well,
It's
no,
not
there's
30, 40 games.
24 games left.
But
Okay,
8 points is a decent
but
number.
all the teams in front of them have been playing pretty well.
Yeah.
And so, like, the consensus now is that they have to win
The majority
going
of the
into last week, the last stretch when they started last night, 25 games left.
They won
People
like
are saying they got to
80%.
win 19 or 20 of them.
Yeah, they win like 80
Wow.
to 85% of their games.
And it was frustrating before the break because I was watching. I've actually started paying attention to them in the regular
Well, you want them
season.
to at least look. I don't expect them to win it again, especially the injuries they've had is really hard to overcome. But you want them to at least be able to like defend
to get
the
in there,
championship,
yeah.
right? Like be in the playoffs and see what happens.
And they were having this proclivity of, really coming out like gangbusters and getting
Fading.
early leads and then coughing it up and blowing leads. And
Yep.
then, and you can't do that. Now, last night they came right out 3-0 lead after the first period. And then you had one of your favorites who was a delayed offside penalty that negated a goal with he thought was going to make it 4-1. But
No, that was pretty obvious. So
Yeah, it was.
I didn't watch them watching. I have no idea. I just hate that. Why
it
don't they
was
just
obvious,
stop
yeah.
it there? I just
But-
hate that they let him keep playing.
and
What if you
what a
kill
shame
someone?
because it negated. Did you ever see? I mean, it was Sam Bennett made this beautiful play, zigzagging back and forth, and then he fed it to the guy who was offsides,
Yeah.
whose name I can't remember, number 11.
So is that why they let them play? Because if he does not pass it to that guy and they scored, then
no,
it'll
the
count?
other guy was clearly over the
It was
blue line.
clearly-
before
was-
the
he
puck
was
came in.
over
When
the blue
Bennett
line,
was basically it was a stick handled his way in. It was a beautiful, like he was running a slalom.
But I'm saying, like,
it was a gold medal slalom.
It's only offside if you pass it to them, right? Like it's not offside.
No. If the guy
No.
goes in before the puck,
Even
yes.
if the puck
Yeah,
isn't
no,
pa-
the
okay.
guy was over by 2 feet very clearly
So
before
then why not
Bennett
just
entered
stop
the zone.
play then?
It-
Like, I
Because
don't
it was
understand
not
that. I hate-
obvious.
I
But
hate
it wasn't terrible because it wasn't like 20 seconds
Yeah,
after
yeah,
the
yeah,
fact. It was like kind of a bang
Right
bang
after,
5
yeah.
seconds.
You know,
Toronto was
can we-
like 20 in a row or something for challenging that they've been successful.
Did you see your friend Brett Tesler was at the game last night? And
He's got the
He's a
best seats.
big
Yeah, no, he's got the
Panther
best
guy.
seats in
Did
the
you
corner
see
there.
his shirt? He was trolling Maple
Yeah, I
Leafs
saw that.
fans
Yeah.
Nice.
because he had
He
Toronto-
can afford to do it. I mean,
Yeah,
he's
he's
doing
He's a
real well.
Panther fan, but he showed up wearing a shirt that was emblazoned with the Toronto Maple Leafs logos, and it said "Losers" since
Yeah.
1967.
Yeah, they were up 2-1 on the Panthers last year.
And again, they haven't won a Stanley Cup since the year I was born in 1966.
I
Which is
think
a
Andy
long
Bathgate was skating with them when they
You know,
won it.
and-
Stanley Cup.
and I'm sorry, but the funny part is, the Maple Leafs, haven't won anything, but they're led by an American, Austin
And Matthews, who was
Matthews,
key in the
who
Panthers-
won
in the
gold medal.
Yep.
And it would be like somebody I saw posted about, like, it would be like if your center and captain on your team also like dabbles as playing for the Dallas
Russians or
Cowboys
something,
or whatever. Like
yeah.
if you're it's the biggest rivalry.
100%.
They're licking their wounds.
Probably
Yeah,
very
yeah.
conflicted.
Can we revisit the Olympic for a second?
Well, the gold medal game was great.
Go
that,
ahead.
That gold medal game
was wonderful.
outstanding. It was
It was
as good as it gets.
And that Hellebuck, I've never even heard of that guy. He was fantastic. That guy literally stood on his head. That guy was like literally. Our friend Brian said that earlier this week, and he's right. Canada dominated. I mean, the Americans dominated the first period, but Canada dominated. The
It should have
second
been
and third period.
4-1. And
Dominant. And Hellebuck played out of his. That one where like he hits it with was it his stick or his skate behind his back when he can't even see it? Like
you got to be lucky.
he was
sometimes.
no, you have to be lucky, but he was great on top of that. Like he was wonderful. That guy.
great performance. And then the aftermath wasn't so great for a lot of people.
It
But
was annoying.
that's it.
They just got used, and there's no need for that.
We'll
Like, that
see
was
what the
weird.
Panthers could do. It's going to be an
Yeah,
interesting
and
stretch
Mad
run.
Dash. We'll see if they can make a Mad Dash. They've done it
And
before.
they look at least more intriguing and better than the Heat at this point. The Heat blew another game. Was it?
The
last
Heat are
night?
just a mediocre team. The Panthers have talent. They just look. If the Panthers were healthy, they'd be a top 3 seed in the conference. Like everyone in the NHL knows that. Their top 2 players have been hurt all year. Kachuk still, again, he put up nice numbers in the Olympics, but it wasn't like the Hughes brothers and his brother were a vastly bigger part of America's success than Matt Kachuk. Like he is not in his form at all, and he's been out all year. And Barkov is gonna miss the year. Like any team misses 2 players, they're gonna struggle. Let alone Marchand's been in and out of the lineup. Bennett has had some issues. Reinhardt's had some issues. Like when you're that injured, you're gonna struggle. The Heat are just not good. Like the Heat are just a weirdly constructed roster, and they won't admit that it's time to rebuild.
Well, I'm going to force people to watch them this week because we are using the Heat as our
They're playing the
tiebreaker
Knicks, or
game.
they at least playing
No,
an
they're
interesting game?
playing the Houston Rockets tomorrow
Rockets
at
are fun.
home. It's a matinee game at
Yeah, Rockets are
3:30, so I figured we'll get it out of the way early. It'll actually be
Yeah,
done
Rockets are good.
before the
Durant
Fountain
dropped
of
40
Youth.
yesterday.
But we'll do the contest after the break. Let's take our second break. Before we do, I got to talk about upcoming this Monday. It is the Red Meat Lovers Club.
Nice.
Their founder, and I guess they call him the Secretary of Steak, Evan Darnell, is throwing a birthday party for himself. He's going to turn the big 5-0, and he said, what better time to have a good event? And again, he's calling it the Steak Birthday Bash. SteakBirthday.com is the website. Get your tickets. You could use the promo code Mayo to get an extra $25 off. It's going to be this Monday, March 2nd, at the Boca Raton Innovation Campus. It used to be the IBM headquarters there. And it is going to be a great assemblage of, I think it's like 15 restaurants. A lot of our sponsors are involved, including Prezzo, and Eddie Pizzoli is going to be there. I think the guys from Even Keel are going to be representing. Joey's going to be sending a dish from Cafe Seville.
Nice.
Going to be open bar. And I saw that Evan posted yesterday for dessert, he's going to have a Fudgy the Whale bar.
Nice.
He's going to have 10 Fudgy the Whales,
Oh, nice.
which is my favorite thing. Usually a Father's Day item, but I guess people do get Fudgy the Whale from Carvel.
They sell it year round, I think.
They do sell it year round. Fudgy is my friend.
Yes,
And so that's going to be a fun time. Again, go online to steakbirthday.com. Get your tickets today. Monday night, 7 o'clock start time on that. All right, let's take the second break, and then we will have a contest and more on the Lunchbox after this. The finest quality, warm hospitality, and world-class creativity. Those are the ingredients that make Daniel's, a Florida steakhouse, a special place. Come experience the restaurant that's Michelin Guide recommended and totally Mike Mayo's Lunchbox approved, with an impressive collection of steaks, seafood, and more, like their foie gras creme brulee. Daniel's is located at 620 South Federal Highway in Fort Lauderdale, just south of the New River Tunnel, open Tuesday through Sunday for dinner. For reservations and information, go to danielssteak.com. Fresh local fish, a sophisticated setting. I'm talking about Corvina Seafood Grill. It's at 110 Plaza Real South in Boca Raton, just south of Palmetto Park Road. It's the place to go for the freshest and local seafood and fish, some of it with a Peruvian twist like their great ceviches. It's open 7 days for dinner. They also have happy hours 7 days a week. You don't want to miss it. It's a great place. CorvinaBocaRaton.com for more information and reservations. Tell them the Lunchbox sent you. Do you love Italian food? I mean, who doesn't love Italian food? Well, have I got a great new place for you, Elvis Italian Grill. It's at 4261 Griffin Road in Dania Beach, right near State Road 7 and the Hard Rock Casino. It's named for its owner, Elvis, and it has all your favorites: pizzas, pastas, veal chops, fresh fish, lunch specials, happy hour, and whole bar, great wines, al fresco dining on the deck with a water view. Open for lunch and dinner every day but Monday. For reservations and information, go to elvisitaliangrill.com. Delicious Mexican food with innovative twists. Margaritas with a medley of tongue-tingling flavors. I'm talking about Taco Craft, Taqueria, and Tequila Bar. The place to go on Taco Tuesday and every day. It's located in Lauderdale by the Sea at Plantation Walk and Coral Springs. Taco Craft has specials every day, including bottomless drinks for Sunday brunch, and Taco Tuesdays, including their new birria tacos with bone marrow broth. Oh, it's so good. They've even made a taco lover out of me, and they've got so much more, including fajitas, that open-faced smashed cheeseburger tortilla that's new, and a guacamole sampler that's an explosion of flavors. The kitchen is open late. There's delivery and takeout. For more information, go to tacocraft.com. Tell them Mike Mayo, the Lunchbox, sent you. Hey, it's Mayo for Gilbert's 17th Street Grill. You know me, I love family-run places with quality food at fair prices served with passion and pride. And that's why I love Gilbert's. For more than a decade, Lenore, Beth, and Richie Gilbert have been serving up the best burgers, wings, ribs, salads, and desserts. It's a fast casual spot. Everything prepared fresh to order from an immaculate open kitchen. They're at 1821 Cordova Road in Fort Lauderdale in the Cordova Shops just south of 17th Street. Open every day but Sunday. One of my favorite burgers in South Florida. Big, round, juicy pucks of 100% Angus beef, char grilled to perfection. And don't miss the sweet potato fries on the side. They're legendary. Go to Gilbert's, feast, and be happy. Tell them the Lunchbox sent you. Hey, for great pizzas, pastas, and Italian comfort classics, you gotta check out Camille's Pizzeria and Ristorante. It just launched a great new happy hour on weekdays, 5 to 7 p.m., featuring all kinds of drink specials, $10 light bites, and a great 3 for $20 appetizer special. It's a true mom and pop shop run by a great couple, John and Maya. He grew up in Queens, and his pizzas and signature chicken parmesan are fantastic. Takeout and delivery available. Go to Camille'sFTLauderdale.com for reservations and information. When people come to me and say, Mike, where should I go out to eat? I got guests coming from out of town. Where should we go? Cafe Seville. That's the answer. 2768 East Oakland Park Boulevard. It's a Fort Lauderdale perennial, serving the finest in Spanish and continental cuisine in a cozy, friendly, comfortable setting. Joey Esposito and Sally, his better half, they've been running the place for a long time. It's been open since the 1980s. They got great Spanish classics like paella, shrimp with garlic sauce, and all kinds of great seafood dishes. The stuffed veal chop, oh, that's my favorite. Go to Cafe Seville. It's open every day but Sunday at 5 p.m. for dinner. Tell them that the Lunchbox, Mayo, and Defo sent you. If you like seafood in a comfortable setting, outdoors, even keel fish shack at the corner of A1A and Commercial Boulevard in Lauderdale by the Sea, upscale food in a down-home setting, the chef owners, Dave and Brad, do a terrific job with all the seafood classics that you want. They have the best grilled oysters in town, bang bang shrimp, lobster rolls, and deli fish specials. They also have weekend brunch Saturday and Sunday. They have deli happy hour 4 to 7, and they also have other weekly specials like mussels on Monday and oysters on Tuesday. Go to Even Keel Fish Shack and tell them that the Lunchbox sent you. Hey, it's Mike Mayo. When the Brooklyn boy in me wants a good bagel with Nova or some matzo ball soup, homemade knishes, or a great deli pastrami sandwich on rye, you know where I go? Grandpa's Cafe in Dania Beach. It's been around a long time, an institution, but a little over a year ago, a pair of New Yorkers came in, bought it, and refurbished the place. It's beautiful, and they are now serving great breakfast, brunch, lunch. They've got the omelets. They've got eggs Benedict. They've got all kinds of great baked goods like rugelach. Grandpa's is just off Federal Highway on Southwest 1st Street in Dania Beach. It's open 7 days. Go in there, tell them that the Lunchbox sent you. We're back, right on cue. I've got my mouth full of delicious spicy tuna roll here at Ten Palms. And look, we are joined now by a special guest. It's great to see him again.
Joe Beja.
In the flesh.
Joe Beja.
Joe Beja, Executive Director of Hospitality. Welcome back.
Thank you. Yeah, some told me after my episode that when someone says that, I should be responding, it's great to be seen.
Yeah.
How you feeling? How you doing?
I feel great. I feel
look
great.
terrific.
I have another follow-up with my cardiologist next week, and hopefully I'll get the all clear and kinda
Nice.
hopefully be back full-time for the Derby. You know,
Really?
I'll be making an appearance tomorrow, obviously, but you know,
Okay.
I'll see
Amazing.
if I can.
I'll be out here with a group,
good.
so hopefully we will see you.
Yeah.
And no bourbon for you.
Nope.
And
Nope, I haven't had a drop of liquor in 5 weeks.
Really?
5
Me
weeks and
too.
counting.
Except I am
Not a single drop.
It's not agreeing with me. I
Yeah.
I
You
did a
gotta-
dry February, and I'm cutting it short a day early because the bourbon I
Yeah.
think is a good time. Bourbon and barbecue event, a fine time. But in your honor, Joe, we are eating heart healthy today. Both
I noticed.
Tony Segreto and I have our nice Greek salads with a little bit of grilled chicken and some feta cheese. So it would be the American Heart Association approved. So
Yep, that's what I had yesterday with a little soup of the day. Yesterday was the pasta fagioli, so I came
Nice.
over.
beans
Okay,
are good.
yeah.
I had a discussion down in the press office today with Dave Joseph and Eddie Gray because Dave Joseph loves lentil soup, and I told him that is like one of the healthiest things.
I
we have.
love lentil
a
soup.
Yes.
vegetarian lentil soup where and he likes putting peas with his lentils. And he said he's had it 3 nights in a row. And I said, it's beautiful because it's high in fiber, which you need. It's high in protein.
Mhm.
And then Eddie Gray was like, what is a lentil? I said, it's a legume.
Yeah.
And they just let, they
It's
just,
like a bean.
they
Yep.
would, yeah, it's a bean. It's in the
It's-
family of
Yes.
beans and like peas.
High in protein.
And
And
Really
it's
good for you.
very healthy. So
Yeah, it's-
I
it's-
guess,
It's great. It's
I actually
it's probably my favorite soup.
yeah.
yes,
And
like
it's they were merciless with me. Like Eddie Gray was like, "Oh,
It was
legroom,
boring.
Mr. Foodie over there,"
Yeah.
and I was like,
Yeah,
It's a lagoon.
it's funny. I mean, it's I've been trying to start doing research on organic stuff and download some apps like Yuka that you can scan the barcode and it tells you
Yeah.
the good, the bad, the ugly of everything and
Yeah.
stuff. Makes your shopping a little bit longer and tedious, but still, at least you're getting some better stuff. But I found a website for a place called the Lentil Hub, and there's 5 different kinds
"Oh
of
wow,
lentils that come in
he's
jars.
getting into lentils.
So
I love
they're
it.
organic, and the shipment just arrived yesterday. It tells you a little recipe on the side if you
Nice.
want to add tomato or carrot.
And you use some vegetable broth with
Yes.
it, or chicken broth, low sodium chicken broth. Look at us. We're talking
Yep.
health food on the Lunchbox. And I love going to Indian restaurants because they got red lentils and yellow lentils. The problem
Yes.
is all the ghee that they seep it in, which is
Yeah.
not exactly the healthiest thing. But all right, let's talk about bourbon and barbecue because
Okay.
I am suspending all of my sobriety tomorrow, and
go.
we've got a great lineup. And how is
Well,
the ticket sales doing?
Ticket sales are about 260 right now. So
Okay.
we'll probably approach our usual 300 by the end of today, and then we'll sell a few more at the door. We always like to keep it between 3 and 3:30.
Right.
At the most. That way everyone kind of gets a seat and so forth. Again, there's no designated seating, but we try to have enough seats for everybody,
Right.
including the bar stools and so
Right.
forth.
And get your tickets now because tomorrow is going to be packed out here. Big race day with the Fountain of Youth and all those stakes on the program. First race at 11:30 tomorrow. The event starts at noon.
Yes,
and you
VIP
can
will
get
be at noon.
tickets at Gulfstreampark.com.
That's correct.
Click on the events, and there's 2-tiered pricing. The VIP gets you in at noon, and that is
I think 105. I believe, but that includes all the taxes and the fees,
Yep.
Ticketmaster fees, etc.
and then $85 for the general admission.
Yes.
It's a great deal for all you can, all you care to eat and imbibe. And you've got the lineup, so
Yes.
let take it away, Joe.
Okay, so for the food itself, at the first table will be fried pickles in a bang bang sauce. There'll be barbecue brisket sliders with a cabbage slaw. Table number 2 will be Nashville hot pulled chicken sliders and grilled jumbo chicken wings. Table 3 will be pork pulled nachos with a Chicago spicy bourbon barbecue. And then the long big buffet table that we do for the barbecue, it'll be a grilled tri-tip with a Tennessee red vinegar barbecue, St. Louis style spare ribs, a South Carolina barbecue roasted pork belly, and then we'll have a cedar plank hot smoked salmon, and then we'll have a sides buffet table as well. That'll have baked beans, potato salad, and pimento mac and cheese. And desserts will include a bourbon pecan pie, bread pudding, peach cobbler, brownies, and an apple crumble.
You give me a bourbon pecan pie.
That's
I can
amazing.
sit there and eat the whole thing.
Oh,
Never gonna
don't do
do
that, Tony. That would not be good for.
I know.
And then
The
we
lineup
got
for the
lineup
bourbons?
for the bourbons. This is what I'm
Yes.
very interested in as a recovering sober person.
Well, it's good. Well, you picked the perfect month. I know everyone does dry January because after the holidays, but dry February is better because it's only 28 days.
28
the idea.
days.
Exactly,
And I couldn't
So-
do January because I was so involved with the Visit Lauderdale Food and Wine Festival, and I was doing a bunch of events there. And I said, no,
Yeah.
I'm not going to do it during the January. We'll do it in February. So here we are.
So lineup for the bourbons will include Wild Turkey, Bib and Tucker, Amador Whiskey, Woodford Reserve, Old Forester, Jack Daniels, Stone Street Bourbon, which is by the Kendall Jackson family, Woodinville, Frey Ranch, Jefferson's will be there, Bullet will also be there. And then we'll actually, believe it or not, have our first non-alcoholic table. So
Okay.
I guess if you still want to continue
Yeah, you
dry
know what? If I
February,
want to go all the way,
Yeah,
I'll go
you-
to that table, but that's not happening.
yeah, so that'll be ritual, as I call it, ritual
Right.
bourbon, I guess you
Yeah,
could say. For
Yeah, and again, these are really kind of taking off the NA beverages, the non-alcoholic, but they
really are.
they're distilling them and making them in a way that if you blend it with the other usual mixers and it tastes like a real cocktail. You just don't get the ill effects. So.
You know, since my episode, I have one drink a week.
Okay.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Got it down a great deal.
Yeah,
but it's 64 ounces.
Yeah, how big's the glass?
Yeah.
Like a 2 liter.
Kidding you, Tony. No, you look great. Joe looks great. I'm very happy that everybody is being health minded. And again, it's good to have the occasional splurge, which
it's great.
is what's
It's
on
great.
my agenda for tomorrow. So again, get the tickets now.
Yeah.
It's going to sell out. There will be hopefully maybe a few opportunities for walk-ups.
Yeah, about 20, usually 20, 30 at the most, depending on how today's
And I know
ticket
it's going to
sales
be
go.
packed out here tomorrow. So get those
Yeah.
tickets right now. Gulfstreampark.com.
Yes.
And just click on it, and you'll be able to get them. All right. Do you want to preview what's going on next month? Is Florida Derby already a month
Correct.
from tomorrow?
Correct. And actually, I can announce something that we're going to go live with once Fountain of Youth passes. So we are usually do a wine and tapas or wine and derby where we'll do carving
Event, yeah,
stations.
event,
So that's the event that we do. So that'll be on March 28th. That will be our event that we do that day.
Yep.
Now tickets will be a much higher price because it is the Florida Derby.
It's elevated.
So that'll be like $225 for VIP
Oh, wow.
and $150 for GA. But we do extend it an hour. So the event will go from 12 to 5, and then it'll go from 1 to 5 with the Derby happening around 6 o'clock. So we extended an hour, but the pricing goes up since it is such a big day. We still sell really well. Actually, I think we're over about 200 tickets in that one
it's
already.
a huge day. I mean,
Amazing.
there's Pegasus
Already.
Day, and then there's Derby
Florida
Day.
Derby.
Those are the two big.
And thanks to my vice president, who was on Bravo and Top Chef and was in the culinary world long before he became a food and beverage or hospitality director. Or as I tell people, he came to the dark side and went front of the house. But he's good friends with like Jeff McInnes and Janine Booth from the Florida Room.
Yeah, they hate me.
Okay, didn't know that, but they're gonna be doing a couple of tables for us.
Hates
And Brad Kilgore is launching like a gourmet pizza and so forth.
He's a big
so.
fan of mine too. Yeah.
Don't mention my
I've
name.
had to write some reviews that maybe they didn't like. That was a long time ago, almost
Yeah.
a decade ago. But no, but they're really
I'm sure they won't
talented
remember.
chefs.
I'll
Yeah.
ask them though.
Oh,
But
God,
then-
don't
But
mention
we'll
my
have
name to Jeff.
but we'll have the root and bone fried chicken will be on the menu,
Nice.
and some of the items from the Florida Room will be on the menu.
Florida
and-
Room is doing great, by the
Yes.
way. We went in there, and he has his signature chicken on there. I really love the ribs. He does this kind of like a cross hatching of ribs that was really good. So Florida Room is located at this new complex where all the pickleball courts are called the Fort. So interesting. Have you made it in?
Have
there
not
yet?
been, but I've heard great things about the restaurant.
Yeah.
You know, of course, like I said, you said it's attached to the pickleball courts. That's a little different, but
Right.
I've heard good things about the
One
restaurant
side
itself and
faces
the
the
food.
lake overlooking Snyder Park, which is
Yes.
a big park at the South Fort Lauderdale, and then the other side is right next to the pickleball courts. It's an interesting mix.
Yes.
Good scenery on both sides.
If you have good food, they'll find you.
Oh, yeah.
And one more thing, and Jose Mendin will be doing some
Oh,
items
yeah.
from like Pub Belly.
Yep.
So
He doesn't despise me, so that's good.
there you go.
When you're
But-
a critic, sometimes you got to
but
write
we'll-
some things that.
You know,
No, but
so
it's
it'll
going to be a great.
It'll be a nice mix of some items from those chefs and some items from our chef, from Jason, and it'll be
That's going to
it'll
be
be a great event.
time. That's
and
a
we'll have
big-
about 12 different wine vendors here and a live band.
So that's next
So-
month, March 28th, also a Saturday. That's Florida Derby Day, and you can get your tickets now because that will sell out early.
Yes.
And then also, don't forget, tomorrow, it's going to be Bourbon and Barbecue, which is my speed. I love bourbon and barbecue.
Yes.
One of my favorite events, along with the martinis and paninis and linguinis.
Yes.
When is that next one?
That'll come back probably towards the end of May. Like usually
Okay.
last time we did it on the Sunday before Memorial Day.
Right.
So that's why we were
And
going
it'll be like after Preakness Week, which you're going to be all. Are you
Yes.
still involved with
last
that?
year.
Last
This
year.
will be our last year as our company getting involved in Preakness, unless they asked me to come back up a contract at that point. I mean, this point we're still running it, and
Are
then
you-
next year will be.
You hopeful that you'll be able to
Contract.
be involved in travel at that point?
I,
don't
you know, I have a lot of good relationships up there. You
Right.
know, with my I was able to place my counterpart up there. He and I go way back to Ritz Carlton, and I was able to place him at Pimlico and Laurel. So he and I have a great relationship. So if he called me to come up, and probably just have to bill him for a week's salary and per diem or whatever the case may be. But we'll see. I mean, this year, obviously, with Pimlico under renovations, it's going to be at Laurel.
Oh, I forgot.
So it's a much
actually the
smaller.
Preakness
It's a
is at
much
Laurel.
it's a much
Okay.
smaller footprint. It's going to be like less than 10,000.
Yeah.
So, but I plan on going up on Monday or Tuesday, depending if I get tickets for the Yankees and Orioles, and then I'll be there through the week.
Oh, good.
Nice.
Okay. Well, that sounds promising. And all right, it's time for the contest. You want to do the contest, Joe?
Let's do it.
It's too bad Defo's not here. He would have been rolling his eyes a lot because
He
not
can.
only is it some trickery, but there's also math involved this week. So
math.
you always
okay.
like
Oh, boy.
this. Here we go. It is time for this week's Lunchbox Gulfstream 10 Palms Sunday Brunch giveaway. You're going to email the answer to this week's restaurant trivia questions, along with your horse selection for this week's contest Saturday race here at Gulfstream. It is, of course, the featured attraction, the Fountain of Youth Stakes, race number 14, and it's numbers 1 through 8 and 10 and 11. It is a 10-horse field. Number 9 has been scratched. And then this week's tiebreaker is going to be an NBA game involving the Houston Rockets at your Miami Heat. So you're going to give us the winner, the margin, and then the total number of points scored by Bam Adebayo in that Saturday matinee game, 3:30. Going to send all those components to MikeMayoEats@gmail.com by noon tomorrow, Saturday, February 28th. It's getting easy now, right? Everybody understands the contest, even Joe.
Even the multi-level tiebreaker.
Yes. And I tell you what, it's been great because I haven't had to do one of those tiebreaker slips out of a hat in a long time. And they're getting it. And every week, somebody is very impressive and usually nails everything. All right, again, the Fountain Youth Stakes, 3-year-olds going a mile and 16th on the main track. If your selection scratches between now and then, you'll get the post-time favorite. Post time about 6:11 p.m. And for this week's contest, we salute the Fountain of Youth Stakes. Clues. Number 1, this Spanish tapas restaurant and bar opened its flagship location in Coral Gables in 2013, located on the boulevard named for a famed Spanish explorer who supposedly came to Florida looking for the Fountain of Youth. You got that?
Yes.
So you know what boulevard it's on?
Yes.
Don't say it. And again, that whole Fountain of Youth thing, it was a myth. He really wasn't coming here to look for the Fountain of Youth.
That is a myth? Okay.
He was actually appointed by Spain as the governor of Puerto Rico. He discovered Puerto Rico first, made his way over to Bimini, and then heard that there was something else over here, and he came, but he wasn't looking for the Fountain of Youth. He just was looking for more land to establish under the Spanish flag.
I learned something today.
There you go.
I really thought he was looking for the Fountain of
We
Youth.
are educational. Now, obviously, the Fountain of Youth has become a major tourist attraction up in St. Augustine, but that's okay. We've got that. All right, so the address of this restaurant, here's where the math comes in. This is clue number 2. Okay. The address of this restaurant, simple. Just add 1,000 to the year the explorer landed in Florida, and then subtract 13.
I don't know when. I know Columbus. I don't know when this guy. Do we know this guy's year? Like the Columbus year? Because
this is why God invented Google and AI.
I know, but I hate doing that. Like I
don't
know when he came.
So the address of the restaurant,
I don't know.
Again, is on the boulevard named for the
know.
explorer, and then just add 1,000 to the year that he landed in Florida, and then subtract 13. Okay,
you're asking for a lot.
Yeah.
No one's going to do that one. What are the other clues? People are going to ignore that.
He's making a face. They're going to get it.
Clue.
All right, and then
People are
number,
going to get it, but they're going to disregard that clue.
They're going to go like they're going to get it by the Spanish.
Yeah,
tapas
it's
style,
1
not
or
like-
3.
well, there's a
is what's
lot
going
of restaurants
Yeah.
on that block, but not many Spanish tapas
There you
restaurants and bars. And the restaurant has expanded to numerous locations throughout Florida, including Tampa and Winter Park, and also has gone to Texas in Plano. And its name means commotion or uproar in Spanish, but it also sounds like the feminine version of a Chicago NBA team. That's your clues. It is a confounding one today.
Oh, but the Spanish version of the Chicago NBA team, right?
Yeah, and a feminine Spanish version.
Yeah.
And again, the name in Spanish actually means loud noise, commotion, racket, or a uproar. So that's it.
Okay.
That's
the last clue tied it all together.
They tied it all together. Yeah. Okay, there you go. That is it. Send those entries by noon tomorrow to MikeMayoEats@gmail.com. That's going to do it for this week. Yeah. Oh, it is time for our weekly Lubie quiz. Lubie, where were we starting last Saturday?
Good for you. I reminded myself last night because I knew you were going to be annoying and do this. And I told and now, of course, you asked me, and because where my brain is right now, it's going to be fun. All right, Saturday we did a special show at Pepe's. Right. Honoring their new food pizza kitchens that are really cool. And I think people should take advantage of that throughout March. The pricing is amazing. Monday, we re-aired our experience at Any Benny's last week, which was a lot of fun.
Their Red Bottom Ladies Night. They give away the Red Bottom shoes.
Yep. Louboutins.
Which is something. Every Thursday night they do that there up in Eddie and Viddy's in Coral Springs. Okay, very good.
Tuesday we did our iconic eateries. I want to make sure everyone gets full credit with the one and only Andy Cagnetta and Trans World Business Advisors at the Padrinos, the original Padrinos, and I say it like that because we're minutes away from the original Padrinos.
Right there in Hallandale Beach Boulevard.
Yeah.
Have you
50
ever
years
you go
of
to
Padrinos.
Padrinos at all?
Yes.
Have you been? Yeah.
Yes.
And 50-year anniversary this year. We met the
And they were
third
great.
generation family members running it now. That's Eddie and his sister Laura Padrino, and we had a great time there.
That was a lot of fun. That was really
Tuesday.
cool.
All right.
Wednesday we were at Juan's,
That's-
and I love that Alex and his family's kicking butt over there at Juan's. And yesterday we were at Gilbert's with the one and only
There you
Seth
go.
Gonzalez, better known as Burger Beast.
You went 5 for 5, and I
And
think we
today
hit a
we're
home
here,
run this
10
week,
Palms at
especially wrapping up with Joe.
And Joe being here is
Joe's
a freaking
back in the flesh. It's
kind
so
of hard,
good to see you,
a
Joe.
blessing,
Good to
a
be back.
mitzvah, whatever you want to call it. I think it's amazing having you here. You look freaking great, man.
Keep on
I'm
doing
really
what
proud
you're
of you.
doing. And we'll keep doing what we're doing. I don't know where we're going to be Monday. I'm trying to get us somewhere, but it's going to be a new month already. I can't
Yeah.
believe it. It's already
Yep.
going to be
March is
March,
here.
which is the spring break month, and it's also spring will
Yes.
arrive and
Yes.
St. Patty's Day. It's the biggest month for the local restaurant scene,
Yeah.
believe it or not.
It's a drinking month.
It's-
Yes, and Mayo-
that's why I'm off the
Laying it
wagon.
on thick.
Right
That's
in
it.
time. It's going to be good. All right. Everybody enjoy your weekend. Hopefully we'll see some of you out here tomorrow for
Yeah, it's
the
gonna be
Taste at
blessed,
the
man.
Track.
Yes.
I will be here. And until Monday, enjoy every sandwich.